Well, hello KOP family. This video is evidence that I will go anywhere and do anything to try to get you to come to church on Sunday. I'm here at the Grand Canyon in Arizona, and yesterday I had an interesting day that reminded me of the importance of fellowship, our topic for this Sunday. You know, yesterday Sherry felt like a little R&R, and I really wanted to take a hike while we were here. So I took a hike down towards the Colorado River from the South Rim. I did not intend to go all the way to the bottom. I knew that was foolish. All the signs say not to do it. There's all these warnings about what happens to people who try that you're not in as good a shape as you think you are. Well, Paul Fisher thinks he's the exception to all of those things. I tend to think that those are written for other people. And so yesterday, as I kept getting closer and closer to the bottom of the canyon, I began to think maybe I should go all the way. And then I would talk myself out of it, and then I would keep going. Because the closer I could see it, the more I could taste it, and I really wanted to be down there. I just had to get to the river, cross the bridge, and come back up. For no good reason, just had to do it. That's kind of how I'm wired. You know, if I had had fellowship yesterday, I think things would have been a little different. If I'd had somebody with me to say, you know what, Paul, that's probably not a good idea. You know what, Paul, I've learned something in life, and here it is. I probably would have been talked out of going down to the bottom. Well, the issue was that I started late in the day. It was 11:15 in the morning. I had till 6:45 in order to get that job done. And I didn't have salt tablets, I didn't have enough water, I didn't have enough or the right kind of food because I wasn't planning on going all the way to the bottom. But I decided to do it anyways. I just couldn't help myself. Left to my own devices, I do foolish things. Left to my own devices, I end up hurt when fellowship with others would have been better for me. You know, had someone been with me yesterday, I definitely would have been talked out of the foolish decision to go down, but instead, I was left with a very miserable 4-hour trek back up, where I didn't have time to stop or take care of myself because I had to get to the top before dark and before the last shuttle left from the trailhead. I didn't have a way to get Sherry to pick me up if I missed it, and so I was going to be in hot water, and my wife was going to be upset. I went through all of that because I didn't have the foresight that being solo often leaves us without. You know, as I was coming up, I honestly thought of all of you, and I thought of my family, and I thought of why am I out here alone in this miserable, God-forsaken place, feeling nauseous, dehydrated, weaker than I've ever felt in my life. The reason was because I went solo. Even if I had made that decision and had others with me, I would have had the encouragement of going through that trial with someone else, which would have made it a completely different experience. I did speak to the Lord. I did ask the Lord to give me strength, and He did, and I was able to finish. But had I done it with others, had I not been such a solo, egotistical pirate, I probably would have been better off. This Sunday we're going to talk about a much more important topic, life, and the importance of doing life in fellowship. Life is much more difficult than a trip down to the Colorado River and back. I hope to see you this Sunday as we talk about fellowship in the Spirit.